Look, I've been doing this for a long time, and I think something that was brought up in my conversation yesterday was very poignant, and I wanted to build up on that, but I was unable to yesterday because, and this is yesterday at the time that you're seeing this, there's just a lot going on. What I want to talk to you about today, I always start these things off with a nice little party segment here, is burnout. Now, I don't want to talk to you about burnout the regular way or the everything's changed and your life is different and you have to keep up with all these things. The point that was brought up yesterday was that me and a lot of the originals that were like shooting the shit and getting somewhere with YouTube back when 5K, 10K views organically was really hard to come by. It was a fucking milestone. Back during my game reviewer days, back during Truth and Coronation days as like the guy. I remember being on college campus and people recognizing me. I remember I got into, it was a mad fake beef. I just got exposed for a fraud, simple as that. With fighting game players, like I didn't realize the depth of how deep people took fighting games, and I had only played with like my close friends at the time. I never went out to tournament or anything, so I didn't know anything about it. So one of my friends had put up like a stack for a tournament, and there was only 8 of us, and we were like, why are you doing that? It's like a college like present. He was a rich motherfucker. So we were all like, yeah, we'll come over, and I won it. So when I said that to them, they were like, you won a 1K tournament? You must be nice. And I'm like, no, it was just me and my friends. I don't know how, I got my ass beat. And was, damn, you might need to hand me that 1K. And I was like, damn, you should have been there. He's one of the friends that passed away during the pandemic, which is funny because this feels like a reflective moment that I haven't had in a while on him. Regardless of that, he said that we've been experiencing a level of burnout from just that type of creation that now has shifted us and everybody in our demographic into this new children can create content during class. You know what I mean? Like you can get a viral TikTok of a teacher going off, just going off, 5.5 million views. You wouldn't imagine that during the cell phone era with shitty cameras. It worked sometimes, maybe during the BlackBerry, but like the footage was ass. You had to have a camera, and at that point, if you had a camera, like we ain't have these, you can't sneak with those back in the day. I want to talk to you about the burnout of Earth art. There is an almost insidious demand for everyone who posts a video to do something that most people did not think of when I remember thinking of quote unquote content creators back in 2007. When you post a video today, you are almost either that or your firstborn. You gotta post a second video. This was not the process back then. And I wanna bring up one specific channel because I met one specific person from that channel, and they said this to me back then, but I was a child, I did not understand, I kind of get it now. The Parody Factory used to go side by side with Shmoyo when it came to like remixes of those viral news clippings, the interviews and stuff. Everybody's getting their 15 minutes of fame on YouTube. They objectively made better songs. Of course, the Tiger Blood song comes in the I'm by winning low, I was banging 7 gram rocks. It had something. Anyway, back then you could have a video stand for, I did that and it got really popular and I'm just gonna use that. Now, you get 1 million views on a video and that's almost expected. It's almost and at that point, if your follow-up, it really hits you with the follow-up album theory. If your follow-up album ain't as good, baby, nobody's watching you. This era of content creation is also imbued with people who, for lack of a better term, experienced the first burnout. Coming up with the idea. You had to shoot for the stars. You couldn't do this daily. Doing a TikTok daily sounds insane to me. Just because I know that even though I could probably make a TikTok out of what I do on here, what I could put into a video essay, what I could put into a 3-minute comedy skit, what I could put into a short film, to do that through and then format it for TikTok every day. Insanity. That platform didn't exist while I was growing up. We preferably, ironically, stuck to pictures for memes. When it came to the video memes, it was full on like theory stories. It was full of, they were their own little nuggets and worlds. Nyan Cat was its own little nugget in world, and that's after keyboard piano, fire. Keyboard piano cat, everybody, its own little universe. You think a little Terrio now, Luke, you think a little Terrio now, you obviously think about the drink at the party. Own little world. Equals 3 was its own little world. All of this mixes together. You are no longer asked to compete in just your lane. I said in a video before that I stand for Palestine. Didn't see this one coming in the middle of a Burnout video, did you? No matter which content field you're in, we're all human beings and you should care. If you could say out of your mouth the Holocaust is bad, another thing is happening over there that's bad. I don't have to ask you to do anything after that. That's on you. All of it is threaded amongst everything we know, and it is a beautiful symphony. Everybody's chirping, but like the core is now starting to get similar. You can see the problem. The Burnout of yesteryear plus the new Burnout edition that we have now, amplified by COVID, because mind you, while 2012 to 2016 was a very nice swing for the YouTube audience, and the rise of Twitch and the rise of big superstars and everything, let us not pretend that the COVID era, that's still not over, by the way. The COVID era changed the world. Everything is now disjointed. You can't view anything in this world the same as you did 5 years ago. It doesn't work that way. You're not allowed to. Sorry, I don't make the rules, the virus does. Which brings me to the center point and the end of this beautiful experiment. Take those 3 things and give nobody therapy throughout it all and just say, keep going forward. When you ask people to just keep going, what are you asking them to do? When you see these 2 worlds starting to intermingle, everybody needs a job, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, everybody wants to be a YouTuber, everybody wants to make money doing what they love. So you're crunching millions and millions, possibly a billion people into a nice little circle. Does it matter if they're all 1 billion original people? No, it doesn't, because the platform dictates, not the people. And mob justice rules. Food for thought. I'm a paradigm shift. I'll see you later.